Hello everybody, today we're going to be learning a little something about camera safety and the proper setup of a video camera with a tripod. In the classroom, you're going to have these two cabinets, which are pretty much the main cabinets that you're going to be using. On the right hand side here, you have all your video cameras that are actually labeled camera 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and they should all go in the exact same spot as before when you're finished with them. Also, you have your tripods in that cupboard as well. In the left-hand side here, we have the charging station and for the batteries and some extension cords down there. Basically, for the charging station, you always want to make sure that all of your batteries are charged so that the next class is able to use the cameras as well. So the proper setup of a tripod is you want to lay it down flat on a table, unlock the leg locks, and then just start pulling out the legs here to your preferred height. And then you should be able to just know when it's at the right height for you. And then lock up all your legs, and then you're able to stand it up. And after you stand it up, there's a little plate on the top of the tripod here. It's called the camera plate. And you unlock it, and there's a little screw at the bottom of it, and you can just screw it into the bottom of the camera. There's actually a little arrow that says lens that way, so you know that you're putting it in basically in the proper way. And then just lock it back on the camera or the tripod, and then give it a little tug just to make sure that it's on there, and you are pretty much ready to go. You can unlock your locks now and start recording. Make sure all your locks are unlocked too when you're recording. And if you do happen to go away from the camera or the tripod, make sure that you lock all the locks again so that the camera is nice and safe and it's not just going to tip over. Now let's say you have to go out on a location and shoot, or you just don't have a battery for your camera. You're going to need a power supply. So you want to grab one of those extension cords that are on the left-hand side of the cabinet and put all your power supply directly underneath your tripod so no one trips over it. Also, make sure you have a lot of slack on the extension cord so no one trips over and makes your camera fall over or anything. So this is the power supply for the camera that we're plugging in here. Just plug it into the side so that it charges the camera and we can use it for however long that we need in case we need to shoot a really long shot. And then he can just unlock all the locks again and just start shooting. When shooting, you always want to make sure you use a tripod to get a really nice, professional, steady look to it. All right, now, whenever you're finished with a shoot, you always want to make sure that you tear everything down. That's the term that we use in this class to basically put everything away exactly how you found it. You should always do a check to make sure that everything is exactly how you found it. You can put your power supply back in the camera bag. Roll up your extension cord here. And then once you roll that up, you always want to make sure that you take the tripod plate off the bottom of the camera because that could lead to a lot of confusion with people not knowing where the tripod plate is because it's not on the actual tripod itself. So also, we're going to close up this tripod and then unlock all the leg locks and basically do the exact opposite of what we did before, just pushing in the legs now. Okay, now we're going to grab the tripod plate off the bottom of that, just unscrew it and make sure that little screw stays in there, and then lock it right into the tripod. Make sure you get it in there nice and good too because we don't want it falling out in the cabinet. Okay, so now that we're all finished, we can just go put everything back. Make sure you put the camera back in its designated spot. So our camera said camera 1 on the camera, so you want to put it on the little sticker that says camera 1 in the cabinet as well, so that there isn't any confusion. If we lose a camera, we know which camera is missing. And that was pretty much it for your camera safety and setup. So thank you very much for watching.